So we're delighted to welcome Tom Hadler to the club. Tom will be between the sticks for us next season. Welcome to Mates United, local lad as well, just down the A2 at Canterbury. Your reaction to signing?
I'm delighted. Yeah, I think it's everything I've wanted. Opportunity to come in at a big club, get some good football, play a lot of games, sort of put my stamp on it, and really make it my own. I think is a really exciting period for me.
Obviously, as we say, you live in Canterbury, so you must have heard of the club before, and obviously been at Gillingham for a while. You'll know the lovely rivalry between the two.
Certainly, yeah. And I've played here a few times. I went on loan from Gillingham to Tunbridge early season. I played here on New Year's Day. And that was brilliant. What an experience as a literally first year pro. Playing in front of all the fans and just proper atmosphere, and so it's always been a place I'd love to play, and so it's managed to happen this year. So it's certainly a very good move.
Let's test your memory now. Wind the clock back. When did Tom Hadler first pick up the pair of gloves?
Cool. When I was about 7. I think my first session even playing football, I went along to the day, and they said, who fancies going in goal? And Dad looked around like, he won't say yes. I'm like, I'll do it. And jumped in and started diving in front of people and diving in front of people's feet. And just one of those things, I think, to be a goalie, you've got to be quite brave. And if you've got it, then you can do it. Started from there and then took off a nice little journey from there.
And of course, 6 years at the Gills, how was that for you?
It was great. I mean, there's lots of good things. Shame I didn't get more of an opportunity to play. I was sort of sat in behind on the bench for a long time, from a young age, sort of. Number 2 as it were, but I managed to make my league debut, which is a big day for me, many good years, many good coaches at Gills, and lots of experience, which I can then take forward into my actual playing days, which is really exciting and really nice to be able to do. That
league debut must be something that really stands out in your career so far.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that is what you dream of, and that's your goal when you're starting out, is to make that appearance in the league. And I'd love to make sure that I can continue that journey and get back there at some point. But obviously you've got to do these things by playing. There's no point hanging around in the league if you're not playing. So to get that was brilliant. I mean, the result wasn't great on the day, but to actually get out there, especially in front of a good crowd and that kind of thing, was a great experience. So feel lucky.
Fair to say the last 2 seasons won't be memorable for any player at whatever level. It's had an impact in various ways. So you started off with Eastbourne Borough the season before last, Ebbsfleet last season. I guess it's been COVID dominated, but can you pluck any highlights out of those last 2 years? Yeah,
playing. I think playing has been a highlight when we've been allowed to. So for me, I needed to go and get games, and I went to Eastbourne under Lee Bradbury, who was a very good manager, and he was a good lure, and he took me in and said, look, you're going to play and you're going to get lots of experience. And I did for a large period, and then obviously COVID hit, and you can't really legislate for that. But it was like, I like to take the best out of every opportunity that I get. So to have gone and done Eastbourne was great. Travelling wasn't great, but luckily I had a couple of boys from Maidstone, Scott Chalmers-Stevens and Mike West, who's up at Ebbsfleet, who I travelled down with, and they were great, and so we kept each other going on that journey. And then went to Ebbsfleet, which was also, again, it was a different sort of environment, because it was more similar to this and more similar to what I was used to with Gillingham, like a more full-time setup. So that was a good place to go back to and get back into full-time training and the gym and the whole thing. So I've had a good season there, but it's just been so disrupted by everything. I think it's just nice to be at somewhere that I can feel there's a bit of a future.
Well, we're really thrilled to have you here, and fingers crossed we get that taste of normality back next season and see you between that sticks for a full campaign.
Fantastic.
Tom, welcome, and hope you have a great time with us.
Thank you very much.